Hello, my name is Claire Michelle. I am playing City Skylines today, and in this episode, I'm gonna pretend to know what I'm doing, but not really because I actually have a plan today. I was looking at this big old city, and I've got some problems that are going to present themselves in the future because you see this giant area right here. You see this empty area where there's nothing there? That's gonna be an extension of the downtown area. And that means that there's gonna be a lot more traffic. So today is out with the old, in with the new. I am drinking a cup of coffee today. And with that in mind, let's get going on some of the little things that have popped up. I see some garbage issues there, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so first things first, we created this little high school, and then I realized that there's a lot of people walk in, so it could probably be a good way just for them to have a new access path. So I created this one, and then also realized that there's a second one over here. So I made that little one for them as well. So now there's like a little four-way intersection underneath for the pedestrian traffic, which is great. Now they're getting through the highway with ease. And then I went over here. I realized that there was no fire safety in this area. So I plopped down this beautiful little fire station. Isn't that cute? Aww. And then I went over, what did I do after that? Oh, right, I think even before all that, I went over here with this wind farm, and I just needed some extra power. So the power is back, and I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of revamp this wind farm once everything is kind of like once I get a bridge over here. I've been thinking about putting a bridge over on this side to start expanding this way. But for now, it's just more of like a placeholder that we're gonna put all this wind farm stuff. Okay, so what is the big project today? Well, I was looking at this kind of like, from an overview sort of perspective, and I was sitting here before the episode started, and I was like, what can I do? What is wrong with this city? And then I started thinking about how the city is laid out. And I started looking at the ways in which there could be possible like congestion and things like that. And that's when I noticed this road right here. And this road is gonna be the first one that we're gonna fix. You'll see how we do that. This intersection right here is not going to work because the nearest entrance to the highway should be right there. We'll talk about it when we get there. All right, and then the next part, I was like, you know what? I've got this huge like little recycling area here with like a ton of pollution. It's not looking great. The train idea that I had is just not gonna work. It's just too cluttered at this point now. I'd have to like really just take everything out. So because that is not happening, I'm going to remove all of these. Where am I gonna put them? You're gonna have to find out. That's the second project today. And then the third project is a little start into the forest industry area that I started talking about over here. That might be part 2, but we'll see. And then one final step before we begin with this grid system here. We're gonna start expanding into this grid system. So that's like the next where we're headed here. Let's get started on this first intersection here. Oh, and before we dive in, check this out. Somebody mentioned that I had this problem right here. Look, even if I go underground, see these nodes are still present. There's nothing there. I've deleted that whole thing, and the same thing applies over here. Same thing applies over there. There's another one right there. I don't know what it is. It's a mystery. So if you know what it is, comment down below. Please help me fix this bug, because I don't know why it exists, but it exists. Let's get started. All right, project numero uno is done, and check it out. So we've got all this this one like main road that goes through the entire city. I love it. I think it's going to kind of give this nice connection to everything, and it's going to help diminish traffic even further. This is a high-speed road as well, so hopefully, people will be using it and not the side roads to get around. And then on top of that, we've got this beautiful little highway going on. Oh my God, this is so much better than what it was before. Plus, I can start wrapping it around to get to this one. So we have a full ring road going around. Oh yeah, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look really, really good. All right, so number two, let's focus on this little area right here first. This is bugging me, and I don't want it to bug me anymore. Okay, cool. So we've got this beautiful little area complete. I'm really happy with where the recycling centers are now. There's one near this highway, or rather there's two near this highway. I kind of like how it's like in this little pocket. I think it works really well. Then I added a couple others right here. And I think those work in that pretty good as well. I got distracted midway through and started working on the residential area. Just some more traffic related problems that I foresaw. And then I realized that I had 3 extra recycling centers, and I was like, I don't have a spot for these. So I just kind of threw them over in the industrial park. And I'll probably move those in the future once things are kind of like wrapping back up. But everything is looking pretty good. So let's move on to getting the roads in here. And then that's gonna be the last project for this one. We're gonna do a part 2 of this episode next week. Subscribe if you like this channel. Subscribe if you like my banter. Subscribe if you pretend to know what you're doing in City Skylines as much as I do. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so good news, bad news. Good news is that we've got this whole area. It's coming up. It's looking really good. The bad news is we have a ton of 4-ways, and these 4-ways mean, yeah, you guessed it, traffic. So, I got a modern art museum though. Look at that, isn't that neat? It's really cool. I didn't know this was like actually a thing, and I was really happy when I saw it. I was trying to find like, okay, what can I put in this area that'll like kind of like, you know, give it a little like boost, and I'm happy that I found the modern art museum. I was looking at a bunch of other stuff, and nothing was quite fitting for the area, because like this is sort of residential, but it's also like sort of office-y. I see like this is very like high class sort of area. So I put this park here, some pedestrian pathways and stuff are in there as well. And of course, I don't know if you caught me doing the work in the beginning, But anytime you start a new area, you've got to manage traffic first. And so I was trying to look at the traffic in a lot of different ways, seeing how it all works out. And so I kind of revamped how people move through the highway. There was a lot of traffic areas going here. We have so many people walking. We are definitely going to have to get some public transit happening in here soon. So this area is a little bit of a mix of nice offices, and we got some commercial zones in there as well. And we're gonna put some residential and stuff here soon, and this whole area is, look at it. It's so nice. It's all coming together. It's gonna be a nice area. I'm really happy with it. So that is all I got for you today. Next episode, we are going into the forest industry, and we're gonna start some new stuff over in some new areas. We are running out of space, so we have to start expanding. So now's a good time to start subscribing and coming back for more. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!